That's why I'm saying, yo, I usually have Trey Songz, but I think he was bowling or something. I don't know. He was very busy. You know what I'm saying? He's bowling.
Word up.
Strike. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Miguel? Man, I know you got a big show in Mississippi today. You just took a private jet to holler at the dog.
We appreciate you, man. Look,
got on a Santa sled. You know what I'm saying?
Private jets are lame. I still fly commercial, but that business class is on point.
Oh, yeah.
Business class. Oh, okay.
I mean,
you just don't want to spend the $20,000 extra for the private jet.
You know what? I hate to be like the conscious dude, but honestly, like, it's so much waste unless it's like absolutely necessary.
Right.
I don't see like wasting that much money on fuel on like 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? 6 people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's only if you have to like do like 3 shows for that one day, and I got to do a video shoot.
If it's necessary, that's different.
Right. Okay, I understand.
And I don't want you to be the nigga La Bamba, man. You know, private jet is dangerous right there.
Richie just like, oh man.
I'm like, Miguel.
Yo, what was his cousin? You'll be the cousin, fixing cars and shit.
I'll be crying on the radio like, Miguel.
Like, damn. And doesn't he look up in the sky and it like break, like just literally blows up in front of him?
In front of him.
I know. I cried like crazy when I was young when I went to the theater. You cried too, right?
Nah,
La Bamba?
No, I didn't go to the movies. Why would I go to movies to see that?
Oh, that was like one of the biggest movies ever.
Nah, it came on VH1.
You must not be Latino.
VHS.
Come on, man.
You are. You have.
I'm definitely Latino.
No, I had Latinos though, but I'm not.
So you never, you never danced in front of the TV to Rico Suave? Rico.
Man, put it like this, man. I'm gonna tell you who. Why?
I hope not.
Why? I probably won't watch another Latin movie ever again because of Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, you're the fucking worst.
He's a bum, man. I don't even know if I'm gonna watch any Latino movies anymore, man.
It's going.
Just far away, man.
Well, let's get back to Miguel, man. Yo, so
are you related to Mark Sanchez? I hope not.
Nah.
Yo, congratulations on especially Wiz is so happy that he got on that remix. How did that happen? That you called him or he just hit you up? And
we you know what, Mark, my A&R reached out for me.
Okay.
But I didn't, you know what, it was kind of like I was moving around a lot and I was like, yeah, I wish I could, and I gave him kind of like a list of people I would love to do some stuff with.
And you chose him because I know. So who are the other 2 you didn't choose? That was whack, man.
I don't want to.
You gonna say that?
I'm not gonna say that.
Nas.
You just said you love Nas, man.
I know I love Nas, but
all right, Nas is like my brother.
Yeah. But who did it though? Like Soulja Boy did it over?
No. There was
I'm glad you got Wiz though.
You know what? A remix that I really love though, honest to God, is that Ted Smooth remix.
Okay.
With Puffy and Frenchie, man. French Montana
like
and
that.
Puff. Like I even
remix.
Listen,
right?
Puff, you my big brother, man. You know what I'm saying? This verse, you killed it. I was surprised, pleasantly surprised. I was like, you haven't heard a Puff verse like this since Biggie.
Yo, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's the man, yo. I love Diddy, man.
Yeah, now you love Diddy.
My man.
He kills this verse. And French's verse is ill too. Yeah. So I was really, and this, I mean,
out of all the remixes,
so
though, I just like the Wiz though, like because even though with the and I'm Jamaican, but I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of that Jamaican one.
Word up.
You know what I'm saying? But I rather the one with Wiz and everything like that.
But the one with
is ill.
But let me tell you something, man.
But that's not an official one, right?
Yo, PR, you know how I do in the clubs. You kill the fucking club with all the whatever French, Rick Ross, 50,
it doesn't matter.
Right.
T.I., Lil Wayne, all that shit. But when you end the club right, you just gotta wait for that right moment. And you play Adorn remix. And it is, bitches be like on the nuts.
That's it.
Like,
rap.
I'm like,
who put you onto that record, who kid?
Rap.
Who put you onto the record, who kid?
I ain't gonna front. He told me about it.
That's dope.
I can't, you know me, I'm always in Dubai, I'm always traveling.
Oh, here we go again.
Right.
So, I gotta tell
taking them private
let my nigga know, man.
You've been taking them private jets too much.
It's
see?
private jets,
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm the Haitian La Bamba. You know what I'm saying? I think it's confusing when big R&B singers are like going to like hip hop. Maybe you could dwell in it and experiment, but if you become too hard,
too much,
now it's like
I think
confusing.
It
I'm like, all
takes
right,
away from
who do you want to be? It's like watching a basketball player that wants to be a rapper.
Right.
Motherfucker makes 10, 20 million in basketball, but you ain't making $100 in rap. So what the fuck are you doing? You know, it's not I'm not disrespecting anybody, but it just confuses me. And then if it's not a hit record, it really confuses me. Like,
I think everything. I just think everything has to be like consistent. You know what I mean? Like you can't do it and it be out of character of what you've already shown everyone, because then it's really not believable. You know what I mean?
Because I mean, I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna like say these guys are like the biggest fucking R&B singers, but it's like, you know, if an example would be Prince. Like imagine Prince start rapping. Like,
you
know,
you mess up his whole shit up. Like Prince, what are you doing with high heels and your back out?
He actually did kind of rap though.
You know what he did?
He's
definitely done that.
But it was like a.
But it was him. It was like in his
right.
It was still in his vein. Like it wasn't him trying to.
It wasn't like a hardcore.
No, it was just him.
Right.
Just rapping.
Yeah, just rapping. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
about.
Yeah,
no,
yeah. Anyway.
But you respect your future and your craft, so you're gonna stick to the mold unless organically something pops off.
Absolutely.
If Jay-Z's like, yo, I need you to do this verse, you know.
I mean, ironically, I did rap on Summer on Smash, which is like Nas and Swiss Beats. But that was like, if you listen to it, it's still in the vein of me. Like it's my personality. Right. It's not. Yeah, it's not. It's
don't go too hard with it.
Because Breezy be like, nigga, I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
Smoking this blunt.
I was gonna say, I'm not like, I'll kill your moms and your plants, nigga. Yeah. I'm not.
Where you at, Rihanna? Smoking Rihanna. Like,
smoking Rihanna with Rihanna. Come on. You know what I'm saying? But who did you listen to when you were growing up? As far as R&B artists go, who were you listening to?
R&B. I mean, I grew up. You know, I was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s. So think of any 90s R&B like Jodeci, Boyz II Men, you know,
Intro.
Shoot, BBD. Remember that?
BBD.
Get out of here. Bell Biv DeVoe. Come on, man.
Poison.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, I hear people throwing Marvin.
But I mean,
that was a hot record for BBD.
Yeah, come on. That was
you were talking about that was in a hot record.
That was the joint.
People talk about Marvin Gaye with you. Yeah. How do you know?
Right. But I mean, obviously, like I was raised with, you know, quite a large, you know, amount of music, or an extensive variety rather. Like my father is a classic rock, you know, soul, funk, hip hop. Like he's just broad. He just loves everything. So yo, he raised me listening to like Kraftwerk and from Kraftwerk to you know what is it? The Brothers Johnson, to the Beatles, to Queen, to the Police, but then all the way back to Curtis Blow, and then you know what I'm saying? Like he's the first person to buy me that Score album. Like he got that for me. You know what I'm saying? He was like he was into, you know, the Fugees at the same time in the 90s, and he was into hip hop, but he was still like into a lot of classic rock, classic soul and whatnot. And then my mom was like a jazz standard and soul.
Serious?
Yeah.
But you had to be molded into this person.
So that's where I kind of get all of my musical, you know, all my choices come from that. You know what I'm saying? Just falling in love with those kinds of music.
Everybody's riding the same bandwagon out there, so it's good to come up with something different.
I know he's tired of it. Like Diplo, it's crazy because he comes from, you know, dance hall, and like he's always kind of have a more avant-garde like appeal. So after that whole Chris Brown joint came out, it's like everyone asking for that from him. Yeah, it kind of made me upset because I was a Diplo fan before. You know, a lot of people knew that I'm talking about. Like, you know, even when he was doing like shit with Spank Rock and like Amanda Blank and MIA and like all that shit. So even talking to him after working with him, I got to work with him and met him, and that's like the homie. But for Usher's project, and just kind of like, yo, like, do you get tired of people asking you for these same beats? Because I know,
that's how Neo
what else you do.
You know, Neo, I spoke to Neo a couple months back, and he was like, yo, man, they keep fucking asking me for that same fucking, you know, that shit he did. Some
dance shit.
The shit with
right.
With what's the name from Miami? Fucking
Pitbull. Yes,
like
that same sound.
He doesn't want to be locked in that box. You know, just like when Busta Rhymes came out, Look At Me Now. Like, like the labels like, actually, we need another. You can't ask the artist that we need.
But that's the labels want the same sound every time. Everybody's like, gonna want to Miguel
until something else works. Right. That's that's pretty much what it is.
But Neo does not, like, his voice is like impeccable. He has like that weird classic Michael Jackson.
Like if you've ever seen Neo live, like he will impress you.
That's what I'm saying.
Performance, yes.
He's killing. Like his voice is killing live.
But it's like when you go to the clubs, it's like his shit is still popping with Pitbull, and then the Calvin Harris shit.
Right.
But the other shit is either too slow or too.
Right.
You can't fuck with that shit in the club. So he's like, I don't want to be in that box. Who can? He started wiggling and dancing away. You know
that's what happens when people be like,
he was humping too. He humped away.
Wiggled his way to get away from you.
Nah.
Get back here, nigga. You know?
I'm excited for him to like kind of do more of the stuff that I like really, when I first heard Neo, it was like 2005 or 2006. And this is when he had just signed to Def Jam. And his writing was a lot. It reminded me of like, you remember how Biggie would just be super picturesque? Like everything was like vibrant, like you could see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Kicking the door, waving the 4-4. Like you can see that.
And it's hard, like, it's hard to explain too, because I try to verify it with him. He can't explain it. It's just like, I guess it's just
storytelling on the R&B side.
Exactly. His storytelling. And he still has it. Like I've heard him do records for other people, for even like his own artists. And I'm like, bro, like, what? This is, dude, you know what I'm saying? And I think he'll always be, even to himself. And I think people forget, like, he's an R&B artist and a soulful artist to the core. Like, don't underestimate that. But I'm excited to hear him do stuff that, like, it doesn't compromise that, or doesn't feel like a compromise. You know what I'm saying? So